don't like it, the truth about situations and what really happened. And that's the big difference that's going on. Now, I'll say this again. They plan to take control of the mainstream media and offer truth. This will be a part of that education program. So everybody needs to be aware and ready for that. That's the answer to that one.
Drake,
Thank you.
I've got a question here. It says, how will immigration into this country, America States, based on reuniting with a spouse, be impacted by these changes?
Well, first of all, there's going to be a change in immigration. Immigration as it is now is what's called legal. You're either legal or you ain't. And I'm going to suggest that there's families here, whether they need to be reunited, as in bringing grandma or a spouse across the border, whichever direction they feel they need to go. There's not an allowance in the laws that govern this for that particular thing. To me, it would make great sense if those people who have been living here and leading productive lives were to have an accelerated program. That means they start from scratch. They get a green card, authorization to be here, etc. If there's a registry involved, they're registered. You start it around it used to be, and I don't know if this is still valid in terms of the law because I haven't looked at it recently, that an immigrant was allowed 2 years without paying taxes, federal taxes, and part of this new scheme would be that you just go ahead and pay taxes as you should have been doing if you hadn't been, and don't worry about what might be owed in terms of 5 years of this or that. Now, you got to remember, federal taxes are bogus, so that's going to be addressed. How soon? I'm not positive. I know the IRS is due to be shut down, so the collection of those taxes is going to change tremendously, along with the shutdown of the Federal Reserve. You're going back to the Treasury.
Steve, bring.
So this in and of itself would solve a great majority of the problems with immigration. If somebody wants to temporarily come up here and be a picker, work temporarily in construction, I think they should be allowed to do so.
Hello? Oh, hello? Hello?
Hang up, please. We'll call back in again, please.
Oh, okay, I can't. Okay, bye.
In a perspective that people can better associate with, better support themselves with. A penny a pound for tomatoes? I mean, no. A nickel a pound? I don't know about that. I would suggest maybe 10 cents a pound. That would be more along the line of an average person who's not used to that type of work being able to do it and live. Not the greatest thing in the world. I've picked oranges and tomatoes and whatnot, and it's hard work. I have great respect for the people that do that. My goodness. But immigration, no, you should not separate a family for any reason. Adjust the immigration policy and law so that it allows for family unity. That's something that should have been done years ago and was never addressed. That's the answer to it.
All right, let me say something, Drake. When you people call in, give us your name, where you're calling from, and your one question, and please take your answer off the air. I'm getting flooded here today. 815, you're next.
John from Chicago. Drake, what do you know about this NATO summit that's coming up May 18th through the 20th in Chicago?
Take your answer off the air, John. Thank you.
That one's already been answered.
I know it's due to take place and all that, and you'll have to refer to the recording, apparently.
Hello?
Next question.
Thank you. Okay, we ready for the next caller, Drake? Dave. Hello?
That's 203 area, I think.
Hi, this is Debbie from Connecticut. I'm wondering how the unlawful corporate...
not hearing Debbie at all.
How will the unlawful corporate county courts go down? Will it be up to... Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
How will the unlawful corporate county courts go down? Will it be up to us to sue and take them down that way?
Okay.
Thank you, Debbie. Please take your answer off the air. Go ahead, Drake.
Okay. The simplistics of legality goes to common law. Everything revolves in common law around two things: an injured party or property damage. Anything outside of that is not something that needs to be necessarily adjudicated at all. The issue of a court is that the courts will come out from under admiralty and other laws and come under common law and will be addressed in a much more equitable manner than things have been addressed before. People who have been convicted of crimes that do not have property damage or injured parties probably will be released.
Okay. Dave, we are at the bottom of the hour. Did you want to go ahead and take the break?
Yes, let's see, that was the 707 area. 505, will you just wait a minute? We're going to take a short break because Drake needs a cup of coffee, and so do I. All right, we're back. Now let's get something a little straight because it's a little bit hectic here right now. I'm only taking 2 callers at a time. If you get deleted, come on back in. I have 2 callers right now from the 505 area and the 504 area. 505 area, you're first. What's your name, where you're calling from, please, and your question, and please take your answer off the air.
Dave, my name is from Albuquerque.
504 area, 504 area, turn your speakers down and wait your turn, please. 505 area, you got it.
Okay,
Dave,
505.
Hi, Deidre. Hi, Dave. Hi, Drake. This is Vicki from Albuquerque. Drake. Yes, can you hear me? Drake?
Go ahead.
We're not hearing anything from area code 505.
Okay, I'm here.
There you are.
Okay, Drake, this is Vicki from Albuquerque. Could you address the NORAD May 2nd through 9th military exercises throughout the U.S. and Canada, please?
Yes, and I'll say it's a two-way street again. It could be to our advantage.
Thank you, Vicki.
You're welcome.
I'll address that very simply, that it could be the two-way street again, where you have people being put in the correct positions. You could be having a readiness exercise for deployment so that the good guys can know that they have troops available to assist. These are supposedly training exercises to see whether or not the specialty units can handle what they're tasked to do. These are not uncommon. I live close to a national forest, and they're jumping in and out of there all the time doing stuff. So the training exercise is supposedly real. It's on their webpage, and it supposedly happens March 2nd through the 9th. Accordingly, May. I think so far it's a training exercise, but it could be that they're getting ready to spring the trap. I don't know yet. When I get that information, everybody will know. Next question.
Okay.
Thank you, 504. You get one question. You haven't answered. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
It's area code 504's turn now.
That's what I'm doing. I just apologize. Go ahead.
Yes, my name's Keith. I'm calling from St.
504 there.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, my name's Keith, calling from St. Augustine. I'm wondering about what Drake knows about the World Liberation Day on May 5th. That's scheduled to go in the event.
Thank you for your question. Please take the answer off the air. Go ahead, Drake.
Quite simply, that's supposed to be a combination of both celebration and activity. Now, that combination, from what I understand, is that the idea of freedom is supposed to be a celebration of what can be done to further freedom. This is one of the things that has come up in what we do from about 20 to 30 foreign countries wanting to replicate what we've done. Everybody wants their freedom. So as that celebration goes on, I'm hoping that they might take a little cue from what we've done and be able to implement their own programs using their own documentation, following similarly to what we've done in terms of procedure. The procedure is valid under almost any circumstance. There's only a couple exceptions, and those deal with antiques that probably won't become a valid question. So I'd say everybody ought to go out and celebrate their freedom because it's coming quicker than you think. And that's the answer to that one.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have any more?
Yeah, I believe 602 is the next call.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Dave, thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but don't breathe in your phone.
You got it. Drake, how about all these funds on all levels of government that are supposedly held in these, revealed by the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report?
I didn't hear anything but the last very little bit of that.
Would you say your question again, please?
Yeah, Drake. I was wondering about the CAFRE funds. Am I on?
Yeah.
Yes, you're on.
Yes.
Would you
Okay, the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report funds that are supposed to be way up there at all levels of government.
Would you take your answer off the air, please?
Okay. The problem is that most of those funds have been stolen, and stolen by the present banking system. The problem is that those things will have to be refunded by those who stole them. In other words, everything down to their underwear goes. House, boat, cars, whatever it takes. They will take everything that those people have anything to do with. The next part of this is that you have what are called collateral funds or revaluation funds that will come in at a strategic point so that the economy can continue to at least have functionality. During that period of time, after the functionality has been established, there will be the change between the monetary systems that we have along with the combination of a reset, as I stated, from debt to equity. And then in process also, you have to remember the origins of most of the funding that has been used in all countries comes from either theft, leveraging, or leasing reserves that these people had no right to. That has to be paid back. And so consequently, you're going to have a reset, and that reset may not come out as the same exact type or name of funding. It may be different. So we've got to wait on that one. Next question.
Next question comes from the 707 area. Would you give us your name, where you're calling from, please?
Hi, this is Kathy from Lakeport, California, and thank you for taking my question. It is, what will happen or what should happen or what should people do with their individual retirement funds that are locked into the stock market like the U.S. government bonds?
That's going to be an interesting position.
Hang on a minute. Kathy, take your answer off the air, please.